Good afternoon, guys. It is 12:57 on Monday, the 22nd of January 2024, and we are currently 1 year and 42 weeks into what will be a roughly 8-year fire experiment. As you can see, the market is open at the present time. Current market value £72.40p. That's up 0.75% for the day, which, to be honest, we look back at this last period, back to May or so, that's quite a dramatic increase. It gives us an annual figure to the day of just over 20%. So quite a good indication that the market is in recovery. That said, if you look at the trend line, let me just stretch this way a little bit, and we'll go back a little bit in time. So as you can kind of see, the trend line is kind of like this, and I continued it on with this grey line here whenever the Ukrainian conflict kicked off. And as you can see, the point at which the trend line actually crosses current market value is back in June 2022. So on that basis, I'm going to suggest that it looks as though the market trend has recommenced, but we've simply lost a year and a half in between where it was and where it is now. Because this does look very much like the trend line, it's been kicked across about a year and a half from June 2022. So with that said, guys, let's get on and do today's weekly investment of £120. If you've been following, you know by now it's £120 per week. Every week, no matter what the market does, and we're putting it into the S&P 500. It's a well diversified exchange traded fund. It represents one of the exchange traded funds with the lowest fees, and it has a track record of producing a bit over 10% growth per year on average. Looked at over a 30 or 40 year average. So our order has executed there at 1.65 and a bit shares. We got them for 72.39 and a half. And that brings our portfolio value to 12,800 odd. Currently we are up 12.5% roughly on investment, and we still have 38,600 left to invest, so that will take us another 6 and a bit years, I suppose. So guys, there you go. Interesting to see the kind of the return to normal market activity. Let's just have a quick look at notifications today. So that's the purchase we've just done, VUSA, the ticker, and of course we are trading here on the Trading 212 practice platform. Spirit Airlines, I'm not sure what the VE stands for, but SAVE, Spirit Airlines, pops 22% after raising forecast in the face of recent sell-offs. W trims up, Wayfair up 12% on plans for over 1,500 layoffs in a $280 million cost-cutting effort. I'm not sure what that company is, but that's bad news for those 1,500 people. It's a sad reflection of economics that job cuts can actually be a source of market optimism. But I suppose realistically people are expensive, and that's where it stems from. So, trying to think if there's anything else really we need to cover or should be covering at present. I suppose looking at the figures there, a 3/4% rise is a significant rise on the day. I don't know if there's some sort of optimism that's happened overnight or something like that. I've not heard that Biden's unwell or anything. Not sure what's going on there, but there could be a correction, I suppose, whenever the US market opens about 2:30. We're not going to be sticking around an hour and a half to find out, but there you go. Perhaps if you are free next week, or indeed in an hour and a half's time, if you want to check the market, see what's happening then, and you may well find there has been a slight change in direction. Guys, that's it for today. Thank you indeed for watching. It's always good to know that people find this of interest, and indeed when I think I'm going to find this an interesting thing to look back on in years to come. You know, can you imagine looking back on a thing and going, goodness, look at how cheap the market was back in 2024. Only £72 odd. It's hard to imagine now, but the fact is that it should continue to increase in value. I don't see any reason to expect that it wouldn't continue to increase in value to the same extent as it has in the past. Very little has changed in real terms, and I think that should be a source for optimism, and even taking into account international events. I have to say that if you look at the components of the S&P 500, many of those are international companies, so there is already a degree of international exposure built into it, and that I think is a strength. So guys, with all that said, thanks for watching, and see you again at some point next week.